Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here, coming at you today with another new look at the Power Rangers Re-igntion line. Somebody somehow got their hands on them. It seems like they ordered like a case from somewhere. I'm not sure where this was. I checked Entertainment Earth, as that's where sometimes I was able to get assortments like early, you know what I mean? Just because it ships early from there if you get a case and stuff. I did that with Lightning Collection early on. I don't know. As far as I know right now, these aren't on store shelves yet. I think they said fall at the show. I imagine that would maybe mean we might see it late summer though, because that's how it used to happen in the Bandai days, is we would say, oh, fall, but then it would usually show up late July, early August. Kind of like how with the new lines, they always said spring, but it always hit around Black Friday. Anyway, it's stuff I've already seen, but we get kind of a better look at some things. Like, I don't remember if we saw the Dragon Dagger at the show, to be honest with you. I'll have to look at my photos after I record this, but I remember them talking about it and saying, oh, it'll be coming soon, but I don't remember if there was just a photo of it or a poster, or if they actually had it physically, but we actually get to see it in box. And you know, the packaging on this overall looks good. I think the style they went with will look pretty good if it gets a good store presence. Like, unfortunately in the Hasbro era, from like late Beast Morphers onwards, we really only had a small sliver. Like, I remember having to like scan for the toys in the aisle because it would be sandwiched between what usually should be like a grid. Like, usually most lines, unless it's really small, gets like a little box grid, and then you have Power Rangers there in the middle. So I hope if this gets like at least a decent grid, it'll have a nice presence, because I think the green retro packaging will draw people in. But anyway, you have the Dragon Dagger packaging there, and I think the Dragon Dagger actually looks pretty good. I'll be interested to see what it's like in hand, and the coin looks good too, I think. But I think this will actually be really nice for some people, even collectors, if it's pretty decent, because from my understanding, it's kind of hard to get your hands on a Dragon Dagger that's not expensive. I'm not sure about the OG price. You know, when I got mine, it was not like too crazy. I don't remember what I paid for it, but it wasn't too crazy, but it certainly wasn't what retail was. I know the Legacy one was hard to get when the Lightning one came out, and I don't know if this is still the case, but I saw people commenting on my Lightning review, you know, that I had posted a long time ago, saying, man, scalpers are really driving the price up for this, because a lot of JDF related stuff like the Dragon Dagger, the Master Morpher, I guess people didn't want to be cheap copies. Even like the new basic figures that came out near the end, people were scalping them. So I think if you can't get a Dragon Dagger for a reasonable price and you don't mind having a kid's toy line one, this actually looks pretty decent in my opinion. We also see what I think is supposed to be the collector figures, and other than the fact that Yellow's like butt is backwards, so the butt's in the front, and I'm sure that's something you can fist either by twisting it or maybe separating it like you can with the figure art or a Lightning Collection. Other than that mistake, which I don't know if will be in all of them, if it's like a total printing mistake or if it's just happens to be this batch, I actually think they look better than I thought. Like, we've seen them before, I think, but I didn't hate them. But unlike the Lightning Collection, which looked like they were trying to be as accurate as possible, these just look like, you know, classic PR figures where it looks like them, obviously, but it's not trying to be so accurate. And they still don't look like they're trying to be the most accurate like some of the Lightning Collection ones. But I think they look a lot better than I thought. But, get it? Because of the Yellow Ranger thing? Anyway, though, I am kind of excited for these just because I'm really curious to see how they wind up comparing to the previous releases, and just seeing them in the boxes, they look a lot better than I thought. Again, I didn't hate them, I was like, yeah, they look alright, but I'm like, actually, these look pretty solid. I'll be interested to see what they look like. I think, not the big headline, but we did get to see something new, which was this little Megazord. It was like a sound Megazord or something, I don't remember the name. You'll be seeing a picture on screen right now, so you'll know what it is. But it's kind of one of those ones that's already put together and has like lights and sound features and stuff like that. I saw people trashing it, of course, because that's the only opinion that's valid nowadays, but I honestly think this looks pretty good for what it is. I think it looks solid. It's obviously not the best size proportionate, most accurate one, but it doesn't look like horrendous or weird. It's not a weird stylized design like the, what's the Zord builder in Japan? I'm forgetting it already. The Robo Universe line. It looks, honestly, I think solid. I'm not sure how much this is going to be, but what I like about this is it gives people like a chance to get a Megazord of some kind altogether if they either can't afford or don't want to buy the big one, because you're going to have to buy all the individual ones and that can be pricey, so you might not want to do that, or you might not like the looks of it, or, you know, maybe you will be able to do it but not for a long time, and I like that it gives you another option besides, hey, you got to buy all these expensive Zords individually. So I think this looks pretty solid for what it is. So I'm not going to say I'm super over the moon excited about this line still, but I am getting more excited just because I am excited by the idea of seeing PR toys on shelves and getting a chance to get my hands on these, because even though some of my reactions have been mixed to some of the toys, I am pleasantly surprised by how much they're doing, and most of my experience with any Playmate stuff that's been in my collection before with Ben 10 and Turtles has been positive. So what do you guys think of this? What are you going to be picking up when these hit store shelves? Let me know in the comments as always. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring that bell to get notifications from all my videos. Dawson Rider, signing out.